All right, everybody, welcome back. We did see a little bit of a jump today in the markets. I don't want to alarm you guys, but I really do think that tomorrow is going to be another huge red day. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just me looking at what I'm seeing in the trends. Currently, things are so bearish. I really do think they're just trying to bait people into thinking that the bottom is in, when in reality the bottom's probably not going to be in for another couple of months. So I think just be patient. Right now is a very volatile time, no matter what. Nobody can really deny that. And these are not the times that you really want to be investing a whole lot of money into this market because of how uncertain it is. It's just kind of not really a wise investment, and it's more of a gamble. You're trying to time the bottom instead of doing something wise like dollar cost averaging or just being patient. So regardless, guys, with this video, what we're trying to do is expose you guys to some new projects you haven't heard of, refresh you on some projects that you do maybe know of already, and then on top of that, just educate you on some of these cryptos in general so that you can make a wise, informed decision going forward. So moving into coin number one, we got Algorand, current market cap of $6.1 billion. It's a fully diluted market cap of $9.4 billion. What Algorand is basically an open source decentralized blockchain network that leverages a two-tiered structure and a unique variation of the proof of stake consensus mechanism to increase transaction speeds and achieve finality. If you guys don't know, Algorand has a 5-second finality. If you go ahead and send Algorand from any of your wallets to an exchange or to anything else like that, you can see for yourself just how fast this one is. Literally 5 seconds. You can count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, all the way up, and it will settle in that time. I love doing it. It's so fascinating to me just how fast it can confirm these transactions. And I'm blown away by what Algo does. And like I've said a million times over, I'm just going to keep pounding it into you guys' heads, is that what Algorand does is they underpromise and over-deliver. It's a great product, but they're not trying to oversell. And this is honestly a fatal flaw for Algorand because not enough people know about it. Not enough people know how great it is because they're not trying to overhype it. So hopefully it gets more exposure in the future. The technology is there, but we really do need some celebrity endorsement or just some big players in the game to start building on Algorand because it is that good of a blockchain. So who knows? Hopefully it starts to get more attention in the future, but as right now, it is a super undervalued gem. So moving on from Algorand, you guys have heard enough about that one. We're going into CRO. A couple things to note here. Number one, CRO has probably the best use cases, one of the best at least in all of crypto. A lot of the coins that we talk about are just governance tokens, so you have power over voting in the network, and that's basically it. Maybe you earn staking rewards, and that's essentially all the power that you're getting from holding the coin, whereas with Crypto.com coin, there's an actual use to holding the coin. There's reasons that you're going to want to hold it and not sell it. For instance, the Crypto.com debit cards, you have to hold a certain amount of CRO over 3 months, 6-month period. And that can be a lot of money. That can be thousands or even tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars that you have to hold in that wallet in order to get one of those metal cards with exclusive benefits and stuff like that. So what you have is a lot of people buying and holding CRO, taking it off the market. And then when this thing's pumping and everybody wants it, nobody's selling it. So the price just goes crazy high. And especially right now, considering the fact that CRO is already going down because when they came out that they were buying the Staples Center, which is now the Crypto.com arena, a whole lot of people flocked to it, and then it started to dip, and then the bear market came, and it dipped even harder. So right now, super undervalued. They have a Super Bowl commercial coming up in early February. So I think now is honestly a pretty solid time to buy CRO. And if nothing else, you can trust that this one, 2 or 3 years, is going to be up there with the major players anyways. So whether or not this one sees a crazy rally come the Super Bowl, doesn't really matter because you can just continue to dollar cost average into this one, making it one of my favorite investments to make right now if you're feeling kind of impatient. So moving on, we got Solana. This one has a market cap of $31.8 billion, fully diluted $50.6 billion. Solana is basically a web-scale blockchain that provides fast, secure, scalable, and decentralized apps and marketplaces, very similar to Algorand. It's in fact one of its biggest competitors. They claim to do 50,000 TPS, transactions per second, and a 400 ms block times. I believe that's milliseconds, which is incredibly fast, obviously, but the only problem with this is that people have tested it out, and it hasn't lived up to expectations. So once again, not under-promising and over-delivering like its buddy Algorand does. It's in fact doing the opposite, over-promising and under-delivering. So you know what? Solana, it has a lot of potential. If we want to read further here, overarching goal of the Solana software is to demonstrate that there's a possible set of software algorithms using combinations to create a blockchain. This would allow transaction throughout to scale proportionally with network bandwidth satisfying all properties. Essentially, what it's saying is that the system is eventually going to be able to support the upper bound of 710,000 transactions per second on a standard gigabit network and 28.4 million transactions per second on a 40. So you know what? If they're able to achieve this, yeah, this is going to be the investment of a lifetime. Will they actually do this, and has their track record suggested that they're going to be able to do this? Honestly, at this point, no. But, I mean, obviously there's a ton of developers working on this. This is one of the hottest projects in crypto. And pretty soon I'm going to declare this one undervalued just because the price has been getting crushed. So even though it's in, I believe, the top 5, maybe 6 or 7, I'd still believe that it's eventually going to be a bargain if the price continues to slip the way it has. And if this one ends up being at $70 or so, you're going to want to invest into this heavily. Once again, not financial advice, but love Solana. Just need to see more consistency out of them. They need to tamper expectations a little bit as well for what the protocol can do. But moving on, we got Audius. Obviously, we love Audius on this channel. Artist-controlled and community-owned music streaming platform. Spotify, Apple Music competitor, trying to make music decentralized. Super low market cap now of only 454 million. This is one that I feel like retail investors that don't know much about crypto might hear about this one, or maybe it gets listed onto Coinbase or something like that happens, and they realize that they have celebrity endorsements like Katy Perry or the Chainsmokers, and they get all excited about this one, and then a lot of people in the media start to push it. Something like that could happen in the next year or two. This one could definitely go on a rally of some sorts, and it has a working product. You can download the app right now and listen to music for free. So obviously, great concept, a working product. The future is going to depend a lot on just the exposure it's able to get over the coming years, but love Audius. I think it's good also to diversify into different industries in crypto. So that's also something to note here. For our final project, we're going to be talking about VeChain. This is our supply chain management crypto. Just getting into what it is exactly, our purpose and concept. Essentially, it's going to allow you to track all sorts of data. The craziest part about VeChain is that you're able to literally put sensors onto products and go ahead and track them from the start of their lifetime all the way to when they're going to the consumers. So the best example I used in previous videos for VeChain is you buy veggies in a grocery store. You can literally track it all the way back to the farm that it came from, all the places it went to between the store and the farm, and you can kind of just rest assured that your product is coming from the right place. And same thing with pharmaceutical companies and the pills that you're taking every day. You want to know that you're taking the right stuff, that the stuff you're putting in your body, obviously you want to know its history. With VeChain, you're going to be able to do that. On top of that, I'm just going to say this is the most practical coin for modern day businesses, honestly, the way things are trending. So this is one that if companies do start to integrate is going to be massive. I don't know how this isn't a top 10 project, to be honest. It's been undervalued this entire time. Just like every other coin, the price is just getting hit every single day. I think it's a bargain right now, and I'm already dollar cost averaging into it. But if it continues to get hit, I think this is one that really you can go ahead and put in a significant amount of money. And you don't have to be up at night worrying about where this one's going to go, just because the technology is just that good. So anyways, guys, it's going to round up our top 5 best coins to invest in right now. I'd like to get your ideas on this portfolio. This is what I'm rocking with right now. I'd like to keep it down to 5 for now. Probably in the future, we're going to be sticking around 5 or 6 because honestly, 10 or more coins is just not really practical because you're just spreading yourself too thin. We want to be able to really know and focus on these coins, and then if we have to swap one out because a better one comes around, we can go ahead and do that, and we will have the time to go ahead and really learn about these projects. So we're not just guessing and throwing darts at a dartboard here. So anyways, guys, it's going to do it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.